day for us here in Moulton, because it is the day that we get to remember and we get to live out a unique tradition of ours, the telling of a story that inspires us, a story that pushes us, a story that makes us smile and maybe even laugh a little bit, and a story that makes us cherish what it means to be a part of the Moulton School and to be a Bobcat or Bob Kitten. So this is an exciting day for quite a few of us. What I love about this story that I'm about to tell all of you is that it applies to every aspect of our lives. Our studies in the classroom, our jobs, our involvement in clubs and organizations, the relationships we have with the people around us, and of course, the time we spend playing the sports that we love, like basketball, which is the reason we're here this afternoon. Today we enter into the playoff season for our kids, with the Cats beginning their playoffs next week. And we couldn't be more excited for this time. Both of our teams have worked really hard this year to get to this point and beyond. They have dominated several times, rolling past their competitors in district to earn the title of champions. Give it up for your district champions. Other times, they've had some incredible competition that only made them better, made them stronger, made them more resilient, and made them ready for this next step. The kids play tonight. They play a school called Richards at 6:30 p.m. over at Rice Consolidated High School. And I encourage all of you to pack the gym just like you packed this gym tonight and come on out and cheer them on. The Cats have one more district game, and that's tomorrow night here at home. And so make sure that you guys are all there as well to cheer them on into the next phase of their season. So, before I tell you the story that we're all gathered here to hear, I want to speak for just a moment, just a little bit more, to our cats and our kittens who are sitting right here in front of me. So I have 3 words for you, and I want you to remember them as you continue into the playoffs. Make it count. Moving forward today, make it count. When you step out on that court, everyone is equal. Talent, it means nothing. They may be more talented than you, but if you show more heart, if you show more focus, if you just decide this day that you will never accept failure, if you do that, if all of you do that, then there is no one you cannot defeat. Make it count. Every pass, make it count. Every shot, make it count. Every rebound, make it count. Every play, make it count. Every hustle, make it count. And every challenge, make it count. So every pass, every shot, every rebound, every play, every hustle, every challenge, make it count. Make it count. This day, you decide who will walk away the winner. No one else. You get to decide that. So make it count. Today, if you go down, get back up. If you feel pain, tell yourself there is no pain. The only pain that exists is the pain of defeat. And today, you will not be defeated. If you are on that court, make every second of your time count. Leave everything you have out there. If you're on the bench, pay attention and be ready. And then cheer your loudest for your team. Make it count. If your opponent is tough, you must be tougher. So fight with every fiber in your body. Fight and never give up. Leave your heart and soul on that court. And if you do that, I promise you will be victorious. So, make it count. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to do that? This story, no other school anywhere has it. No other school tells this story. This story is about the beginning of our playoff season here at MHS. And it's a story that represents the spirit and the pride that we have as a Moulton School family. It's about all the players who came before you. It's about all the players of today, like those students who are sitting behind you and those who are in the stands. And it's about the players of the future who have the dream to wear the black and white uniform and step out on that gym floor and play for you, for our school, for our community. So remember, this is our story, and ours alone. This is our story. If you're from Moulton and you go to Moulton, this is your story, nobody else's. And the name of this story is The Legend of the Bobcat. So, this is how the story goes. A long, 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 long time ago. So long ago that nobody even knows who was playing. We don't know where we were playing, and we don't even remember who we were playing. We don't even remember which team was playing. Was it the boys or the girls? That long ago. Now we don't remember. But the only thing we remember is that we were in a playoff game, just like the kids are going to go to tonight. We were in that game, but guess what? Things were not going well. Not at all. We weren't doing very good. So let me tell you how bad it was. At the very beginning, Moulton couldn't do anything right. You ever watched a basketball game? Yeah. Probably play basketball too, right? So we were not doing very well. We were turning the ball over. It was going out of bounds and we couldn't get it. And the other team was stealing the ball from us. And we couldn't make a shot. We would shoot the basket, we would shoot the ball, and it wouldn't go in. We went to the free throw line and we missed every single one of them. We couldn't jump high enough. We weren't getting rebounds and we weren't blocking out. It seemed like every time we touched the ball, something went wrong. So it's like that. It was one of those games that no matter what the players tried, nothing was working. But let me tell you something about Moulton. We don't give up. Nope, we don't give up, ever. Do you give up? No, we don't give up. So that night when everything was going wrong, do you think our players gave up? No. Do you think they quit? No. They didn't happened. Something so unbelievable. Something so incredible. Something that can only be described as magic. Magic. When it seemed like there was no chance Molten was going to win that game and that the playoff season was over, magic happened. Suddenly, at that moment, our players got this wild burst of energy, this truly incredible sense of power. Do you know what happened in that magical moment? In that moment, things started going their way. Things were getting better. Yes. Now they were the ones making all their shots from anywhere on the court. 3-point line, swish, it went in. Free throw, they couldn't miss it. Every single thing, a layup, every shot went in. They got all the loose balls. If the ball got away from someone, they hustled and they got it. They got rebounds, and they were the ones that caused turnovers for the other teams. Everything started going right. And as the clock counted down to the end of the fourth quarter, the end of the game, and the buzzer sounded, guess what? They won! Molten had won the game! Isn't that incredible? Can you imagine what happened in the gym at that moment when that buzzer rang and Molten won? What do you think that gym did? What do you think the people in the gym did? They cheered! They got excited and they cheered and they jumped and they were screaming with excitement because Molten just had won this incredibly tough game. They were losing the whole time, and out of nowhere, something changed and everything started going right. So, they got dressed and they got back on the bus to come home. And they were still so excited, but in the back of their minds, they were wondering, how in the heck did that happen? What was it that made them dig deep into their hearts and pull out that win? What was the magic that helped them win? Well, guess what? They got their answer, found out the answer when they got back to school. And I'm going to tell you what that magic was. Ready? So the next day, they were back at school, and they came into this gym to practice, and they saw with their very own eyes the magic that helped them win that game. They walked through those doors. They walked through those doors, took one step inside, and they froze in their tracks. They saw the most amazing thing. In the dust, on the floor. You see the dust? You see dust now? But it is dusty, right? There's dust. Guess what they saw in the dust? Cauldrons full of bobcat, up and down the floor, all around from this end to that end and side to side. Cauldrons. Not one, not two, but the whole floor was covered with cauldrons. We